I'm going to run this as an idea by you because I did a lot of fractional work as well with B2B companies. And my takeaway was that all these companies had a very high degree of familiarity with their ICP, but very few had a deep understanding of their ICP. We're talking about them all the time. We're planning, we're tracking. We got gong calls and recordings with prospects. Customer service is talking to them. Why do I need to do more? Isn't that enough? Why can't, that's the mentality. And I would come in as an advisor and I would talk about how we needed to have an ongoing exploration of our customers and our ICP. And sometimes I would get looked on, we got it, Steve. We understand this. What's your point of view? You've advised a lot of different companies. Is this something that you think most companies have down, or is this systemically something that customer or companies need to dive into? This voice of the customer, constantly, continuously listening and talking with their customers.
So I work in quantum metric for 5.5 years, and I do customer advisory board. Meaning twice a year, we meet the C-level in a very small settings, and I talk to customers on a regular basis, and I still don't think that I've completely figured it out, to be super honest. And the reason for that, again, it's because it's changing all the time. The product is changing, the environment is changing, and it's not the one time, even if it's true for what now, I understand their pain, I understand the values that we provide, I understand how we can add value today. Tomorrow things change. The manufacturing change, the digital change, those Gen AI, our product change, and its impact is differently. And I think if everything stays the same, 5.5 years ago when I joined Quantometric, and now, maybe I would figure it out by now and I don't need to talk to customers so much. But look at the airlines. Airlines is one of the categories that we really extend. So much change there compared like COVID, and then after COVID, and then seasonality and the consumer behavior change. And there are so many things that are changing that the customer has to change. And another thing is that even internally in the customer base, people are moving from one company to another. We want to develop this relationship, only help you as a CMO, because I always want to have to text the CDO of this airline or that airline and ask them, what do you think about this question? How would you do that? So I want to do early blending. What do you think about this message compared to another? Or even if there is a new competitor in town, I actually want to hear my customer, what they think about this. If we have this relationship, I'm not afraid to ask them. And this is why it's so important to have this relationship. So it's not only the messaging, but also developing the deep relationship. And also things are changing all the time. So I don't think anything is static in marketing. I don't know if any CMO will tell you, yeah, it's exactly the same as I worked 3 years ago. Everything is changing.